Sign up for free Stratfor Intelligence. Simply enter your email address to receive 2 free reports each week.
Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, or FARC, leader Alfonso Cano was killed November 4th in the conclusion to what Colombian military officials have termed Operation Odysseus. Cano's death deals a blow to the political leadership of the FARC and a major political victory to Colombian President Manuel Santos. But the reality of the matter is that the violence in Colombia is far from being over. Operation Odysseus has been ongoing for months and came close to killing Cano in July when the Colombian military attacked his camp in southern Tolima department. FARC militants have been known to hide in Tolima for the past several years, using the mountainous territory and deep fog to disguise their movements from the military observation. In reaction to the July attack, the FARC's 6th and 13th fronts conducted a series of attacks on villages in neighboring Cauca department, significantly spiking violence in that area. During that period of time, Cano is thought to have been moved frequently, traveling with no more than 10 bodyguards. Some reports suggest that the intelligence that led to his demise may have come from one of those bodyguards. There is no question that achieving the goal of taking out Cano is a tactical success for the Colombian military. It does not, however, mean the end of the FARC. FARC is organized into a number of fronts with responsibility for regional militant activities and drug cultivation, and each report to the Secretariat. The FARC commander therefore serves as an important decision-maker within the Secretariat, but he is not the sole source of leadership. Cano himself is only the second leader FARC has ever had. He assumed his position in March 2008 after the heart attack-induced death of former FARC commander Manuel Marulanda. Cano could be succeeded by a FARC commander who goes by the nickname of Timochenko and who was Marulanda's protege. However, it appears the most likely successor at this point will be Iván Márquez. Márquez, a former politician, may be a more suitable choice to take over what is essentially a political position. The FARC maintains relationships with governments in the region, particularly Venezuela, as well as other drug trafficking organizations, like the National Liberation Army, or ELN. Though the FARC is no longer the existential threat to Colombia that it was in the 1990s, the group continues to be a tactical challenge to the government. But even if the FARC were to demobilize tomorrow, the violence plaguing Colombia would not disappear alongside it. There are a multitude of actors at play in Colombia, none of whom shy away from the use of violence. The FARC remains a key government target because of the organization's self-professed political opposition to the government. But there is a more persistent threat presented by Colombia's many drug trafficking organizations who have access to an ample pool of military-trained recruits and an almost bottomless supply of weaponry. Indeed, demobilization itself means very little in Colombia when you consider that individuals of the groups like former paramilitary United Self-Defense Forces of Colombia turned around after demobilizing in 2006 and joined alternative drug trafficking organizations. Paramilitary-trained groups like the gang Los Rastrojos in Colombia do not hesitate to use intimidation and murder to influence political outcomes. With Colombia's history of political violence, plethora of available weaponry, and significant cocaine exports, with or without the FARC, the country will continue to suffer the effects of organized violence for a long time to come.